unloaded to go up to Plymouth, Indiana, which is not far whatsoever. I do that today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I do some different stuff. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting week. Since the last couple weeks I've been kind of doing the same repetitive stuff over and over again. So, but Monday, Tuesday, today, tomorrow, it's gonna be the same run, easy run, short run, about a 3.5 hour, run from Normal up to Plymouth. So not too bad at all. Easy day for Monday. Really easy day for Monday at that. So yeah, we gonna go get unloaded, reloaded, and head to Plymouth. All right, we're loaded. Empty boxes. It took about an hour or so for them to get me done, which I had a new person on me, so I kind of figured it was going to be a long unload load time, but you know, it is what it is. 3-hour run, get up there about 11, well, more about 12 days time, 10 our time, right? No, 12 daytime, 11 our time. Jesus Christ, I can't do math. 12 daytime, 11 our time, my time. Get unloaded, turn around, go home. So easy day. Really easy day. Can't really complain. So we gonna get to trucking. All right, y'all. Unloaded. Simple. Easy. Easy day. Now head home for the day. Be back at like 2:30-ish, but I'm gonna stop and get fuel since I didn't get fuel Friday for today. I knew kind of what I was doing, so there's no point in getting fuel when I can make it all the way over here and make it all the way back, especially being light over here and empty
turn
going
left,
back. So
then turn right.
We'll go get some fuel once we get close to being home, and then go home for the day and relax and do the same thing tomorrow. Enjoy these 2 easy days I got, because I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I got multiple stops. I think some of them are to reps too, so it's gonna be fun Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, depending on how many miles I gotta run. But multiple stops get me every single time, you know how that can be.
Turn right, then turn left onto Pioneer Drive.
Yeah, just hopefully, I was kind of hoping that they were gonna give me these 2 loads Thursday, Friday, because that would have been a cakewalk for end of the week. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Take what you can get. But yeah, headed back home. But I know that seen a comic come across
Turn left
about
onto Pioneer Drive.
doing
then
a
turn right onto US 30 West.
about doing a video on hold on for a second. I'll let this guy in. About doing a video on how I kind of got this far and everything else, and I think I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that if I kind of get time. If not, then I'll do a video, like I'll do it in a video somewhere, something like that.
Turn
Kind
right
of sort of
onto
like
US
this.
30 West.
Just talking while I'm driving, something along the lines of that.
Watch out, TMC. They'll give you a ticket for being in that lane.
But, yeah, I'll kind of give a rundown on how I got this far and everything else. And it's kind of going to end up turning into kind of like my life story sort of thing, because I'm going to have to go all the way back so it makes sense on how I progressed to where I am now and how I afford what I afford and so on and so forth. So maybe it'll help some of the younger people, whatever, that are around my age that want to get into something like this or whatever, on routes you can take to be able to do this on your own and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I did it all on my own. I had guidance on which ways to take and everything else. I had
For 36 miles, continue straight.
guidance in the military, financial stuff. I had guidance with financial from my parents, stuff like that. So, and I'm not gonna say I did it all on my own, because I did get a little, like I said, I got financial guidance and stuff like that, but I did get a little head start because, you know, the company that I work for plus the company that I own. So I own JLR3 Transport, and then I work for lease to TDR Transport, which is my mom and dad's company. So when I first started driving, I was a company driver for them for about a year or two, maybe year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half before I bought the truck from them that I was driving, and then I was the owner. Then I was leased on owner out to them. I drove that truck for, I don't know how long. I drove that truck for a long time. And I sold, that truck's for sale now. And I ordered this truck after I saved up money and everything, yada, yada, yada. But like I said, it's a whole story. I have to go all the way back to kind of like my junior, senior year of high school, to how I kind of took the steps to get to where I'm going. And kind of tell some of you guys how to afford a brand new truck without a down payment, as long as your credit's at least somewhat decent. So that's also something I'll add in there too, because you can afford a brand new truck without a down payment. It's not that hard. Actually, there's a whole company that does it. It's the same as the company that I went to get this truck. No down payment. Now, yes, your monthly note's going to be higher, but if you're going to already anticipate to buy a brand new truck, you're probably going to already have that down payment money saved up. So that's money that you can keep instead of spending on the truck for a down payment. You can use that money to do stuff like I did, do a couple of upgrades and put the rest in the bank, which is what I did. I did a couple upgrades. So there's a lot of things I wanted to do to this truck right off the rip. I wanted the whole thing decked out completely the way I wanted it, straight off the start. But you know, you never know how rates are going to be and how the world's going to work and everything else. So, you know, instead of spending all my money, I saved a lot of my money and did stuff just to make the truck look decent for now, make it kind of look like my own, and make it not look like it just came from the factory, in a sense. Make it look a little bit more like my own, a little bit more custom, but it's not really on that plane yet until I really finish it. There's a lot of paintwork I want to do, and a lot of lighting work, and a lot more stuff I got to buy, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's not that hard to do. So I'm gonna get back to paying attention to the road and get on to the fuel stop that I got planned that I should make it to, because I don't see why I wouldn't. And then go home for the day. So, like I said, I'm gonna do probably like a whole full, just like dedicated video. Maybe one weekend after I finish doing what I'm doing, just do one whole dedicated video that I'll maybe drop somewhere in the middle of the week or something like that on, you know, how I got to where I am and everything that comes with that. So, alright, well, we're gonna get back to trucking. Alright, y'all, we're loaded. Tuesday morning. Finally, after they had to move me 10 times because I knew where the boxes were at, but apparently nobody else in this building that works knew where the boxes were at, so you know, it is what it is, sort of thing. But get her fired back up, back to Plymouth again. Easy run, but we got to come back today and preload. So yeah, should be pretty fairly easy run. Oh, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, we done made it. It's like 11 their time, 10-11 our time, or my home time. remember what I'm doing. I just know I'm going to different places each day, so at least we'll be able to shake it up a little bit. Kind of getting tired of running around in circles, but hey, it pays, so can't really complain. Yeah, so we're gonna get in here, we're gonna get bagged in, get unloaded, and head home. Alright, y'all, we unloaded. Pretty quick, pretty simple. We actually unloaded us on the back side this time instead of the front side. So it's a little bit different, which I've been over on the back side a couple times before and whatnot. But shooting on the GoPro this time, it's on my phone. Normally I only use the GoPro for time lapses, but I figured we'd get a little bit of some driving footage. Hopefully this time it comes out right. Last time the file ended up corrupting, and then I didn't think about it being outside, wind noise, all that good stuff. So hopefully the audio and everything comes out pretty decent on this one. Hopefully you can hear me somewhat clearly since I don't have like a mic or anything like that. But yeah, unload it. We got to go back to normal again, get reloaded for tomorrow. We got a couple stops tomorrow. I think like 2 or 3 stops tomorrow. Can't remember. But yeah, pretty easy day. Be back around like, be at normal around 2, so I probably should be home about 3 o'clock or so. Stopped and got me some lunch after I got unloaded at the Lowe's across the street, because I mean, why not? Got all the time in the world, no point in rushing or anything like that. So alright, y'all, we're loaded for tomorrow. 35,000-ish pounds, so pretty light, going to Missouri. About a 3-hour drive, so be a cakewalk tomorrow. No big deal. But we're headed home. We'll head to the shop, headed to the yard. Tomorrow will be trailer work, because I'll be actually unloading this stuff. I'll be in the trailer with the jack, so yeah, it'll be one of those days. But I got the electric jack with me, so I got not the orange one that I had in a couple videos ago. I got the black one, which is small like the orange one, but it lifts on its own, unlike the orange one. So yeah, easy day tomorrow. I think this whole week's gonna be pretty much easy, so can't really complain. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning, y'all. Wednesday morning. Up to like good old death. But I wouldn't say good old death. I'm sick of the shit already. But you know, warranty, so I'm not gonna deal with it. Well, if I can put my glove on. Not gonna deal with it yet. But this is what I was saying to you guys when I say we buy Def in bulk. We buy like, I think 3 of these. Since you know my truck uses it, my brother truck uses it, my mom truck uses it, so we just all split the cost. Cheaper to buy it in bulk, have it here at the shop, and it's cheaper than buying it at the pump. Yeah, it's cheaper than like I said, it's cheaper than buying it at the pump. Cheaper to buy it in bulk. We buy like 3 or 4 of these, and it lasts us for a long time. So yeah, we gonna get filled up. Which this one needs to be about changed out. We gonna get filled up. Everybody's already gone. My dad's driving my old truck since he doesn't want to dirty up the Pete, because the Pete's clean. So he's driving my old truck. My mom's already gone. Brother left early this morning, so I'm the last one to leave out this morning. But I also only got a 3-hour run down to Missouri and back, which I'm gonna go down there, unload, and then I'm gonna go down there, unload, and then I knew something was wrong. But the lights weren't on. That looks a lot better. Anyways, we're gonna go down there, unload, get fuel down there since Missouri fuel is cheaper than Illinois fuel. And come back up, and I'm pretty sure we have to preload today at some point. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we got to preload at some point today, I think. I'm not 100% sure because I think I got 2 drops tomorrow, but with what I got on the truck now, it's 1 drop to 1 representative. So, like I said, it's pallet work, pallet jack work. So, which is only 13 spots on the truck. So it's not that heavy, 35,000 pounds or so. Got it spread out on the trailer pretty well. At least the way I do it when it comes to this stuff. So I don't have to worry about axle weights too much. And it's easier to unload as well if you spread it out the right way. But yeah, we're gonna I gotta close this cap before I forget. We'll be swinging all freaking day. Look like a freaking idiot. But yeah, we're gonna get these lights turned off, get the garage shut, and get on the road. And get this easy day over with. Seems like it's gonna be an easy week all week. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys, I don't know, probably after we unload, or I don't know, something along the lines of that. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, let's get to work. Alright y'all, we delivered. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I've been to this guy a couple times before. Actually went to him a lot last year, but getting fuel as usual, topping it off since it's cheap here. What is it? $4.59 on the pump, but it's $4.19 on the Mudflap app, so you can't beat that. So yeah, top off fuel. Had to go preload for tomorrow. I had more than half a tank, so it's not gonna take too long. Preload for tomorrow and go home for the day. So easy day. All right, finished getting fuel. $4.91 on the receipt. Mudflap is $440.96. Yeah, $440.96. So yeah, discount is always good, no matter how much it is, especially with the price of fuel. So I'm gonna get this entered in for my IFTA on my Keep Trucking, and head to get loaded. Alright y'all, we're done for the day. Already loaded up, ready to go for tomorrow. Truck's out there, ready to go tomorrow morning to go to Allendale, Illinois, to unload, come around, come back, and get reloaded tomorrow evening, just like today. And preload for Friday, and Friday's gonna be our longer run, I guess. Not really though. At the same time, I got multiple drops Friday. Tomorrow's just a 1 drop, 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back, just about the same as today. But Friday we deliver a load, go back to normal, pick up, deliver half at one spot and half at another spot, and then we come home for the weekend. So won't be too bad. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. Thursday, getting our pre-trip done, checking my fenders as usual, since you know that ends up being a problem. But checking all of our tires, got my light test going. brakes. Should do what, turn signals next, I think. Come on. Yeah. Turn signals. Turn signals. Let's see what we got going. Brakes. And turn signals, license plate light, clearance lights. Tires. Come on. There we go. Turn signal. Turn signal. Tires. Fender. Turn signals. There. Up there. And we should also have brakes. Yep. Brakes check. Clearance lights check. And turn signal, turn signal, turn signal, turn signal. Turn signal. Alright. Now that's done. Let's get all this put up. And we can one, turn the heat up because it's fucking cold. Turn our light test off. So lamp test turned off. Cool. Exit. And back to regular gauges. Alright. Truck's warming up. Oil temp's warming up. Trans is gonna be cold until we really start driving, but it's not on completely cold. It's moved a little bit. Rear axles are gonna be cold until we move. Yeah, air pressure's good. Bolts are good. Oil pressure's good. Cool. Alright, so that means everything's good, so we're good to go. So we can gotta get my ELD set up here. Let's see. Log, sign the log from yesterday. Let's see if we can get you a little closer. There we go. Sign the log from yesterday. 3 little logs today. Inspection, which we just did. Vehicle 1. Pre-trip. Trailer number. Done. Sign it. Done. Save. And we're ready to go. I just got to put some addresses in, and then we'll be ready to go, which I think the address is already saved in here. Let's see. Yep, Allendale. There we go. Three hours, 18 minutes.
Starting route to 11468 Highway 11.
Alright, well,
Head west on 4th
I'm going to put
South
some
Street.
of the rest of this
Then turn
paperwork up and get a little organized, and we're going to hit the road. Alright, we're done. Delivered. Easy work. I've been down here once before. Different guy, but I've been to the same spot once before. Only 13 spots, so it didn't take too long, but we got to go back to normal as usual and reload. Get back to normal at about 1 o'clock, which makes everything easy. Get loaded, be at the shop, and probably home by 2:30. So at the about 30 minutes to load, depending on how many spots and how many trucks, which right now, since the season's not busy yet, or really the season's not in yet, it's normally like nobody there, or like one truck there or something along the lines of that. So it should make everything a lot easier. So it takes about 30 minutes to load, about 15 to 20 minutes to get to the shop from normal. So I should be home probably about 2:30 or so. So not too shabby if you ask me. And tomorrow should be somewhat about the same, because even though I got multiple stops, I should be able to pull off getting it done around the same time. Yeah, I should be able to pull off getting it done and getting back home still pretty early. It won't be as early as yesterday in the day, but I should be able to get back pretty early tomorrow. Probably be, I don't know, 3 o'clock-ish, which is early for Friday. Normally I'm not home till, which really all this week's been early. Normally I'm not at the shop until about 5, so it is what it is, you know. Some days you get easy days and some days you get hard days, but you gotta enjoy the easy days while you got them, because the hard days sometimes can really wear you out, especially like last week. Last week was my very hard week, you know, doing the waking up at 2 and 3 a.m. and running 10 hours and doing it all over again. You know, that was really, really, really long week last week. But we're gonna get to normal.
You'll need 4-letter word.
Alright, y'all, loaded. On our way back to the shop so we can go home, relax, probably upload, start editing the rest of the videos I took today, because everything else that I've done for the rest of the week is already on the computer, edited. So I just gotta throw these videos up into tomorrow's videos, and then, you know, export and upload, all that good stuff, so it makes it easier on my weekend than doing everything on Friday. Since I'm home every day, I've been just slowly, as I get in, throwing up the videos into an editor and edit them up real quick. It only takes a few minutes when I'm doing it that way, but if I'm doing them all at once, then it takes probably about 2 hours for me to edit a full video from start to finish. But if I do it this way, it's only a couple minutes a day. You know, it's a little easier. But yeah, loaded. I know one of my stops for tomorrow got canceled, but we got to go to Ogden, Illinois, and deliver this stuff, which this stuff is 39,000 pounds, which I need to adjust my actions to be legal technically for this. Should be overweight on the trailer. Yeah, 39,000 pounds, 13 spots, mostly bags, on pallets, which I hate with this jack, because this jack doesn't like to break the boards if it gets stuck at a perfect point where it's under a board. So I have to break them myself most of the time. So I'll hammer in a crowbar and break the board off that's in the way. And then it can pick it up and move it, which once I get here to the shop, I'm gonna of the pallet that's first, that the jack is under right now, that I can't move, I'm gonna go ahead and break it while I'm here, so I don't have to fumble with it tomorrow, and maybe check out a few of them, because I got space to move some stuff around the trailer. So try to make it a little easier on myself, so I don't have to try to do this tomorrow, and then the customer's sitting there waiting on me to break the pallets up so I can move them, and so on and so forth. So that's my plans. Then after that, go home. I said, throw these videos up, eat, relax, and I don't even think I got to be up that early, because honestly, it's not that far, and it don't deliver till 8 o'clock. But I'm probably gonna try to get to them until about 7, like I normally do, so I can get it off. Because then we got to go back to normal, reload, and then go to my next stop, which the stop that I was supposed to do after reloading tomorrow, which was going to St. Joseph, got canceled. So instead of going from normal to St. Joseph's to the last stop, I'm just going from normal straight to the last stop. So it make my Friday a little bit little bit quicker of a Friday. So can't beat that. So can't beat that for an easy Friday. Short little run. 2 short little runs, I guess more or less I should say. I'd be able to shift right if I turned my freaking engine brake off, but I needed to. Yeah, so that's the plans. So I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left onto I-74 east toward Indianapolis.
Feels like it took forever to get here. Well, I guess not really because it's been like an easy week for me, but it still seemed like it took forever to get here. But on our way to our first drop for the day. Got to drop this whole load off, come back to normal, reload, go back out, drop off, and come back. About an hour away from my first drop. I guess I could have turned some light on, but there we go. About an hour away from my first drop. Should be pretty easy. Get there at 7, so that means I should get back at around 8 something, get loaded, and drop off at our next spot, which we're not supposed to get reloaded till 11, so I'll be extra early, which is good. I'll have to get fuel at some point today. I'm at a half a tank now, so by the time I do all the running I gotta do, might as well fill up for Monday. It's Monday through Friday. We gotta run to Plymouth, Indiana. Then we go from Plymouth up to Michigan, pick up, bring it back to normal, drop it off, that whole circle, all week next week. So Monday we pick up in the morning, drop off at Plymouth, pick up at Michigan, and drop off and then reload. And then Tuesday morning we go straight to Plymouth, Michigan, back, drop off, reload, and that's how it goes all week until Friday where we drop off at normal, and then that's it. So it's going to be, next week is going to be like mid-7,000, like $7,500 week. This week was only like 4-something thousand, but also I've been getting home early. It's been shorter runs, but I also used less in fuel this week. I think so far I'm only, for this week so far, I'm only at $1,300 in fuel so far for this week, which that's it for this week, because when I fill up today, it's going to be for next week. So we still should come out pretty decent, profit margin wise, because this paycheck, nothing comes out of this paycheck for me besides paying my rental fee to my parents for running this trailer and my ELD, and then some of my personal bills, which the only thing personal that I gotta pay is the pickup truck and pickup truck note. That's it, which is about paid off. But yeah, so the rest of it would be fuel and then money in my pocket. But put fuel money up, pay my card off, put a little bit in my bank account, put the rest in my personal and my business account, rebuild it back up. But yeah, should be an easy Friday. Hopefully no hiccups. I normally call these guys within an hour, but with it being so early, I won't call him until I'm about 30 minutes out, just in case, he's still sleeping or whatever. I don't want to wake people up and tell them I'm going to be there an hour when I can, call them in 30 minutes. And most of these guys are farmers, so they'll be up around that time anyway. So yeah, we're going to get to it, get this Friday over with, and enjoy our weekend. So I'll catch you guys probably either once we deliver or once we make it to normal, so I get loaded. Alright y'all, we delivered, on our way back to normal to get reloaded, to go back out again. Pretty easy, since I did what I did last night, breaking them pallets, breaking some of them 2x4s off them pallets, so I didn't have to do it this morning. But I brought the tools with me just in case I got another set of bags on skids that are going to be troublesome, so I ain't got to worry about it. So gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, on our way back, we'll be back at about 9 o'clock. Yeah, about 9 o'clock. So not too bad. Get reloaded and head to go drop at Cessna Park, and then go get fuel and go home for the weekend. So I got a couple things I am doing to the truck this weekend besides washing it and cleaning it out. I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger. Got my new shift knob because I'm tired of this one making noise because it's all billet. So the top sometimes rings on the bottom, and I like the way it looks with the piston and everything else, but I just hate the noise. So I got a ball up there, and I got new air knobs that are gonna match. Nothing in the ball up here because I know you can get the ball with the Kenworth emblem and stuff in it. And I got just a blank blue glitter ball. Then those are blue glitter, but they have tractor and trailer kind of on them, but they're like engraved in them. So be pretty cool, which those should be here today. And then I also, give me a second here if I can grab it, also went ahead and got one of these. I guess it's been one of those things that everybody's been kind of on TikTok about. I've never tried one. My dad said he used to have them way back in the day when they first came out, and yada yada yada. But I'm gonna do something different with this. So there's nothing in this right now. No fragrance or anything in this right now. But so a lot of people use the Chippewa scents for these, which those are fine. You know, those smell good and all. But my plan for this is to well, one, if you have a favorite cologne that you like, which any of you that don't know how these work, there's basically a sponge in here, and you wet the sponge with water, wring it out, and then you put your fragrance over it that you want. But if you have a favorite cologne that you like, that you really like, and you want your truck to smell like it, so instead of putting Chippewa scent in this, you can wet the sponge, wring it out, put it in here, and put your cologne in here, and your truck can smell like cologne. But what I'm gonna do is I have this cleaner that I like to use in this truck that smells really freaking good. So I'm gonna try to make the truck smell like it. I don't know how good it's gonna work. I know cologne works really well, because what I used to do is take the like polishing sponges, the circular ones, and what you do is you do the same thing. You wet it, wring it out, and you throw your cologne on it that you like, and you throw it under the seat, and it'll make your truck smell like the cologne. So I'm hoping that the scent off of the cleaner that I like to use in this truck will come off and actually make the whole truck smell like that fragrance. So that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get it set up this week. I'm gonna do it this weekend and let it sit in the truck all weekend and all week and everything else, and see if it works out. But if I can open this up without fucking anything up, I'll show anybody that doesn't know what these look like. So alright, there we go. This is what's in there. It's just basically a sponge. That's basically all it is. You wet it, wring it out, and then you put your fragrance on it. That's all it is, and it just sits inside the tin like so. You pour your fragrance in it, close it up. If I can, there we go. Close it up, and you set it where you want it, which a lot of people say that I've read up on these things. They set them on their dash for a couple days, and it makes the truck smell good for a long time. But that's also like summertime, because heat and all, and it's colder now in the mornings. But that's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna put my stuff in it and set it on the dash, and for a little while, and then after a while I'll probably put it down in my little cubby down there and let it sit down there, or sit it up under the cubby down there. But like I said, it's ready to use. Open lid, pour your desired fragrance, close the lid, place it under the seat, car, truck, shop, office, and reapply as desired. Which, what I've read up on these, you just don't pour the fragrance in it, because when I was reading online, you wet the sponge first, wring it out with water, and then you put the fragrance in it. That's what I've read online. Now this thing says something different on the back, but online it says, like I said, it says to wring the sponge out, wet the sponge with water, wring it out, and then put your scent in it. So I'm gonna try it that way first, because I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe it'll soak it up better or something. I really don't know, but yeah, those are the little things I'm gonna do this weekend, besides, like I said, cleaning the whole truck out and cleaning the truck up, cleaning it out, cleaning the outside, making it look good for next week. So yeah, we're gonna get back the truck in and probably pick up the camera once we get loaded, or once we get to normal, one of the two. Alright, loaded, 10 spots, light, hour and 30-minute drive, which is back toward Champaign, which is where I was just at this morning. Like I said, pretty easy. There's a couple pallets I had to break like I had to do last night, but I only got 5 pallets. 1 pallet moved, the other 2 on the rear, and the 2 in the middle I had to break a couple 2x4s off of. Well, you know, it is what it is, part of the job. So it makes it easier when I get to the customer to get this stuff off, instead of being at the customer trying to do all this and break stuff off and everything else while I'm at the customer. It's easier to do it before I get to the customer, so therefore he's not waiting on me. I'd rather take the time out and do it, and then drive to him. Just makes everything a lot smoother, you know, because you know, these people that I'm going to, it's not like it's a big warehouse or anything like that. It's, you know, these are people that got other things to do. Some of these guys are farmers, some of these guys have other jobs that they do and stuff like that. So when I get there, I want to get this stuff unloaded and gone and get out of their way, especially with it being Friday. So, you know, people can enjoy their weekends. You know, you got to be courteous to these people, because, you know, like I said, it's not like it's a warehouse where people are there from a certain time to a certain time. These are people's houses, people's farms, people's property. So, you know, you be courteous to them, they be courteous to you, and most definitely the next time that you go there, they gonna remember your face, because there's a lot of guys that go there that, you know, mess their property up, drive over stuff they're not supposed to drive, and, you know, don't follow directions, because a lot of these guys want you to go a certain way to get to their place and stuff like that. But, you know, like I said, you be courteous to these people, they be courteous to you, and they'll always remember you every single time that you get to them. There's a lot of these guys that I go to every year, multiple times a year, and they remember me every year. And they also request us a lot of the times, even though, you know, it's hard for them to do that, because, you know, we normally get scheduled out for a whole week, but a lot of guys try to request us to deliver stuff to them and everything else. So it's one of those things where it's no different than going in the office and being dressed up for clients. It's the same thing when it comes to trucking, in my eyes. You know, having a clean truck, showing up, following directions right, especially if it's like, you know, like a customer that I'm going to where it's, you know, their house or anything like that. You know, following directions to get to them, and, you know, showing up in some decent clothes. Some decent clothes, you know, some nice jeans, nice shirt, sweatshirt, pretty clean hat, some, you know, some shoes, no flip-flops, and none of that bullshit. You know, you need to be presentable in my eyes, no matter if it's going to make a difference or not, because that's that's eyes on your company, and especially with me being my own company. And a lot of guys ask me, especially about this truck, because this truck's so flashy. Oh, you own the truck, and they'll be like, yeah. So when I say yeah, they immediately look at me and look at what I'm driving, and they're like, okay, well, in my head, the way I look at it is, when they ask me if I own the truck, and they look at me and look at the truck, and the truck's clean, and I'm clean, and I got shoes on or boots on or whatever, looking presentable, they look at the trucking company as a presentable trucking company, and so showing up in flip-flops and stuff like that. You got to be presentable. You're representing your brand. It's your brand. How do you want to be looked at? So that's the way I view things. That's the reason why I keep a clean truck. Besides, I like a clean truck, and I can spend all this money to have a dirty truck. So, but we gonna get to it. We gonna get down the road. Hour and 30 minutes, like I said before. Deliver this and turn around and go home, which I get to him at about 11 o'clock. So that means I should be home by 1 something, because I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna reroute after I drop this off. I'm gonna go up to Gilman and get fuel, and then turn around and go home instead of going. Which 9 times out of 10, GPS will probably take me that way, but that's the way I'm going regardless, because Gilman normally has cheaper fuel than anywhere around here. Since I'm gonna be up there, I might as well. Since I'm gonna be close, I might as well go ahead and go. So. Something always to think about. You might have to drive a couple miles to get the cheap fuel, but it is definitely worth it in the long run. So, we gonna get the truck in, get down this road, get to this guy, and get back to it. All right, we're delivered. Actually delivered to my 2 favorite representatives in the whole Pioneer thing. They're 2 of my favorite. There's another guy that's more Southern Illinois. That's a really cool guy too. But these 2 are my favorite people. It's a husband and wife that do this stuff. And when we first started doing this stuff, when we were doing the hopper work for Pioneer, doing the bulk stuff and hoppers going into their bins and stuff, every time we would go to them, they would feed us and stuff like that, because most of the time when we delivered to them, it would be around lunchtime. So yeah, it'll be around lunchtime when we would deliver to them, and they would feed us. I think the last time before we got rid of our hoppers, when we delivered to them, they fed us burgers and hot dogs on the grill and all the other stuff. And every time I go to them, every single time, she always gives me a home-baked cookie brownie with M&M's in it. Every time she sees the TDR name coming across to come to her, she always bakes these cookie brownies for us. And they're the most amazing things I've ever had. She always brings me one. She'll freeze it, and then she'll bring it out, so it's kind of frozen right now. It's sitting on the dash, so it's kind of thawed out a little bit now. These are the best things I've ever had, homemade by somebody else. My mom made a lot of good homemade stuff, because she took baking class and all that stuff. But a lot of people give me a lot of stuff, and these are the best things. I love these things. So she always gives me some when I go there, or if my brother goes, or my mom or dad goes there, she always gives us cookies and brownies and all sorts of stuff. She bakes this stuff. So they're an older couple, and I guess their daughter used to go to school at ISU and in Bloomington, so we always talk about Bloomington and stuff like that. And I don't know, we delivered, and I stayed talking to them for probably about another hour. So I could have been filling up right now with fuel, but every single time I deliver to them, I gotta have a conversation with them. They're basically, I look at them as family. They're 2 genuinely good people. They always greet you with a smile. They get you unloaded quick. It's really cool when you can have a relationship with people like that. Now, I wish they were a direct customer, so we could always work with them and everything else. But it's good when you can have a relationship with the different representatives and stuff that you go to. It just makes it a lot easier when you go to their place and when you go to their place and, you know, they greet you with a smile and know you by name. Like, I haven't been, the last time I went to them was last year, actually. And every single time I go, they remember my name, my brother's name, my mom's name, my dad. They remember all of our names by heart. They know us all. It's fantastic. I love them guys. I literally look at them like a family. They're really cool people. But yeah, we're done. We're gonna go get some fuel and go home for the weekend and relax. Like I said, I only got a few things I got to do to this truck. I was possibly gonna swing it by Blue Beacon just to get the bugs and stuff washed off of it and then wash it myself this weekend. But since I'm not gonna be going that way, since I'm gonna go up to Gilman and then take the back way home from Gilman, I'm not going to be passing through Blue Beacon, so I'm not going to do it. I just wash it myself this weekend, or I may take it by there tomorrow and then bring it back and then, you know, actually get it a good clean when I bring it back. One of the two, I don't know. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet. Yeah, we're going to go get fuel. I'm going to enjoy my cookie brownie, and anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my cookie brownie and drive this little drive, get some fuel, go home and relax. But I'll catch you guys when we stop and get fuel, and then we'll end the video out when we make it back to the yard. So yeah, pretty easy week. Can't complain. Pretty easy week. Alright, we're full of fuel. I gotta put everything in my ELD once I get to the shop. But I got caught up talking to one of my buddies, my buddy Scotty, that runs Pioneer stuff too. He lives here in town where I got fuel at, which I didn't end up going to Gilman. I ended up coming down to Farmer City because it was cheaper to get fuel down here than Gilman. It was like $4.90 something up there and $4.40 something down here, so better to come on down here and get fuel. But I've been passing Scotty since I've been doing this Pioneer stuff up and down the road, and a lot of people don't know it's me because of the truck, because a lot of people know I got the truck, but they don't know what the truck looks like. And I've been passing Scotty all along for a long time, and, you know, talking to him on CB, but I haven't got a chance to actually, you know, talk to him for a little while, you know, face to face this year yet. You know, it's always cool seeing Scotty. He's literally, I consider him literally one of my best friends when it comes to this truck and stuff. Really good guy. But got caught up talking to him about, you know, truck stuff and what he wants to do to his truck and what I want to do to this truck. You know how that goes when you catch up to a buddy that you haven't seen in a minute or got the chance to talk to in a little while. And when it comes to, you know, doing stuff to your truck or car or motorcycle, whatever, you can sit there and talk for hours and hours and hours about what you want to get done and everything else. But they were full of fuel. It was $700 something bucks, which kind of figured it would be. So now we got the 30-ish minute ride home. It's funny how today kind of worked out, because the people I delivered to are some of my favorite people, and then I finally got a chance to talk to Scotty. So it's one of those things where I would have been home probably. I would have probably been at the shop now if I wouldn't have, you know, sat there and talked to, you know, the people over there that I delivered to, which are some of my favorite people, and then sitting there talking to Scotty. I would have been home by now, but it is what it is. Good people. I don't mind wasting my time when I have the time to stop and, you know, chat with the people that I like the most, in a sense. So, but yeah, finally on our way to the shop. 30-ish minute ride. Got to throw this stuff in the LD, get the trailer dropped. I got to clean the trailer out this weekend, all the wood, get all the wood out of it, and get the truck cleaned up this weekend and little stuff installed that I want to get installed. And relax this weekend, enjoy the weekend, get some sleep because I don't have anything else planned besides getting this truck cleaned up. Get some time to myself. Put these last few clips on the in my editor, and this video will be thrown up. Well, it'll be exported tonight, probably uploaded through YouTube, probably all night, probably be uploaded in live public tomorrow sometime. So, yeah, I forgot to throw away my trash. I knew I forgot to do something, but you know, they call up talking to people, you forget half the things that you're gonna do. But it is what it is. Throw away the trash when I get to the shop. Anyways, I'm rambling, so we're gonna get to the shop and get everything dropped and everything else and close this video out. There we go. That's it for the week. She's all tucked away in her home. Get the garage shut. Refrigerator's off. iPad's off. All that good stuff. But this weekend I got some more watermelons, but these won't go on until my brackets get here for the bumper. But these are going to go on the inside of the bumper, but sticking outside the bumper, but the bracket bolts inside the bumper because I don't want to put the watermelons on the side of the bumper. Then I also got longer air lines for the truck because the ones that are on there are a little too short. So I'm gonna put those on the truck this weekend. Well, not on the truck this weekend, but because since my airlines are quick connect and I put them in here when they're not being used for now until I get a deck plate box, which is a box that sits flush and has a lid to it, and it's a deep box, so it matches with the deck plate. But you know, more things to spend money on later on down the line. But yeah, quick connect airlines, but gotta change those over to quick connect and get the glide hands on them. But the two lights that I have down here, two watermelons, which are the same ones that I have down there, right there where the boxes are, I'm gonna put down here, but it's gonna be on the inside, so it's gonna be sticking out probably about that far on the inside of the bumper once my road rugs bumper brackets actually get here for these. So, and I don't think those come in for another couple weeks, so they got to be made to order. So these won't go on the truck for a while, and I'll clean up my toolbox this weekend after I clean the truck out. And then I got my shifter to put in, my shifter knob to put in, and my air knobs to put in, and do my fragrance stuff, clean the inside of the truck out, clean the outside of the truck up, which is not as dirty as normal since it was colder in the morning. So clean it up, get it all shiny and nice on the inside, outside, and little things here and there, and call it a day tomorrow. So I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this week of work. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week on Monday for another week of work. See ya.